What's going on, guys? Welcome to A-Train Gaming. In today's video I have a little different style type of video. Normally I have gameplay. I'm not really that much of like a kind of an in-depth type YouTuber for Black Ops 3. So I've done some in the past, like some tips and tricks and some competitive gameplay, some class setups, but most of the time I just try to have fun. But I'm going to be showing you guys some competitive classes I use for Arena. I play basically almost as much Arena now as I do pubs, and I pretty much have the same set classes. Now, these can vary depending on what's banned in the game. So, like, for example, you're not going to see me running stuns or flashbangs, because those are usually banned. If they're available, I'll probably put them on, but this is kind of just sort of what the standard you see, what you get used to. The reason I'm doing this is I know most people go to the competitive guys to see their class setups, and that's early on in the game, in like the first month. And I know this isn't like a real popular type video to make right now, but this is more of an in-depth as why I run what I do, and kind of explaining, you know, what situations it's good for. So let's get right into it. So first, if you see at the top left, I have this labeled Hardpoint and Uplink, Search and Destroy, and CTF. Those are the 4 game modes that are played competitively in Black Ops 3. I group Hardpoint and Uplink together because they're very similar. This first class you see, I will run on Hardpoint. I'll pull it out if I notice the team is running a lot of grenades. Most of the time, this is the class I run with. Just Semtex EMP. I'll run that in Hardpoint and Uplink. I love EMPs in this game. They're really good in Uplink because if someone's getting near your drone and they pop active camo or something, it's an automatic dunk, so you don't want that to happen. EMPs are just good for checking areas too, understanding spawns, so I run this class a lot. Then I have the Man of War class. Now, I've gone back and forth between the Man of War. I would put on Semtex Trophy, Semtex EMP, but I cannot run the Man of War without grip. I even made a video like a month ago or 2 months ago saying the Man of War didn't need grip. And I don't know what, my shot must have just been on and I was playing. I think the Man of War needs grip, so I only run the Man of War if I can load it up with 4 attachments. And I always have a pistol and Hardpoint and Uplinks. Hardpoints is really good because if I want to play close quarters inside the objective, I need that pistol. And then, if I do run a sub, it's the VMP, Grip, Quick Draw, Stock, regular classes there. Semtex and EMP still, so that's still used for either Hardpoint or Uplink. And then I always have an EMP class just in case they get a Cerberus on the map, because Cerberuses are like the high streak that are used a lot. So I have the M8 with the pistol, doesn't really matter. And then I have 2 EMPs, and I make sure to run cold-blooded so it won't shoot me if it's like a Cerberus, and then Engineer so I can see where it is. Always got to have those double EMPs on because I can't rely on other people to do it. Now I'll get into my Search and Destroy classes. These do not change at all, really. You have your regular M8 pistol class. I run long barrel instead of quick draw because I feel like Search and Destroy is a lot of pre-aiming, and with long barrel it helps you clean up those longer gunfights and maybe like a little bit less of a burst. So that's important in Search. You got the regular Afterburner, Fast Hands, Blast Suppressor, Dead Silence. Blast Suppressor and Dead Silence are huge staples in Search and Destroy. Pretty much you run them if you can all the time. And then I just have a Flak Jacket one if another team's using nades, or if they call an HC or a dart early in the round, I can still switch in time. And then here's the class I run most of the time. I actually don't run Dead Silence because in Arena, people don't sound whore as much. If I played tournaments and I played like more game battles or UMGs and wagers, I'd probably get caught off guard a little bit more. I really don't think Dead Silence is a must. I can't go without Blast Suppressor. I'm not going to limit myself to not being able to jump in so many areas when the maps are designed for Blast Suppressor. And then I also have Frag EMP. Even if stuns and flashes are allowed a lot of times in Search, I love EMPs for checking, and most of the time my nades, I kind of have a bad habit. It's not even a bad habit, though, because it works. I like to throw my nades right off the start of the round for a rush and try to get a lucky first blood. Sometimes I wish I was able to save my nades for better situations. You know, when I know that there's a guy on bomb, I can back up and chuck a nade, but I'm not very patient. But this is the class I run most of the time. Then you have a subclass. If stuns or flashes are allowed, I won't run a lethal, and I'll run 2 tacticals, and I'll replace this Dead Silence with Tac Mask, but most of the time stuns are banned, so I just run Frag EMP, same as everything. And then right here, I make sure I have a loaded up perk class. I just take off the lethals and tacticals. Grip, Quick Draw only on the VMP. This is what I'll switch to if there's an HC. I don't need nades. I'm just going to run this 5 attachment. And then we're going to go into the last, which is CTF. So CTF, the biggest difference that I've started to change from, I watch competitive pretty much every night, whether it be Twitch streams, the COD World League, whatever. I've seen a lot of pros not running the pistol in CTF, and I rely on the pistol a lot. You guys know my feelings towards the RK5. But in CTF, I was thinking that pistol is probably I use it the least anyway. So I run the Man of War, even if the M8's allowed. CTF is the one game that I will run the Man of War, even if the M8 is allowed. I like it more for mobility and for those medium-range gunfights, which you get a lot in CTF. And I run the same 4 attachments I would in any other game mode. Now, the difference here is I get rid of a pistol and I run an EMP, just because EMPs are so good for checking areas. In CTF, if a concussion or flashbang is allowed, I will replace it with that, especially concussion, slow down that flag grabber. Then I have the second class, which is the HVK with reflex grip, quick draw stock. Same thing as the Man of War, EMP over pistol. The only thing that switches on this class, I kind of have gone back and forth between ELO and reflex. Doesn't really matter. I'm feeling the reflex right now. Here's my go-to subclass. You got the normal grip, quick draw stock. And the difference here is I run Semtex smoke. Now sometimes I run double smokes, but I really like running smokes in CTF and Semtex, especially when I can combine this. If I'm playing a sub role, I'll use Vision Pulse. You know, throw a smoke at the flag, Vision Pulse. They can't see you. You can see a bright red outline. Love using smokes in CTF. Sometimes they get banned, sometimes not. Is really my go-to class. Then this class takes some explaining. Just the Man of War, no pistol. Hold on, it's actually messed up. I gotta replace this. As you see, that's messed up. I'm gonna do that. Okay, I don't know how that happens. So the Man of War with the 4 attachments I always like. No Afterburner, Fast Hands Blast Presser, and 2 trophies. Now the reason there's no Afterburner in this class is because I'm going to be playing slow and sitting in the back of the spawn, and here's why. The 2 trophies, I can run this class if I get a Cerberus, and I can throw the trophies at my Cerberus and control it at the back of my flag, so they can't EMP and get rid of my Cerberus. Or this is a class, say we're up 2-1, 3-1, anything like that, with like a minute, 2 minutes left. I sit in the back spot and a head glitch, throw some trophies out so they can't EMP check me or stun or nade me out. This is what I'll go to in a really campy situation. And then again, just the same class I had in Hardpoint Uplink. It doesn't. I have the M8 here. It could be the M8 or the Man of War. Excuse me. I could probably change the Man of War for the hell of it, but it's just that EMP cold-blooded engineer in case they get a Cerberus. Cerberuses are so good in CTF. I don't want to rely on anybody else to have EMPs. I do it myself. I go right for it. I'll risk my life. I don't care. I just want to get that thing off the map, and I don't want to continue going for the objective until that thing is off the map, because it's basically them playing 5-on-4 with a robot. But that's it, guys. If you have any questions about classes, if you want to get into Arena, what you should run, you can leave in the comments down below. I hope you enjoy it, and I hope if any of you new people watching this, I hope this helped at least one person. Please leave a like if you enjoyed. Thank you all for watching. I'll talk to you all later.